Well, hello, folks. Welcome back to the C Morning Show. Well, this doesn't happen much often.
No, it should have.
It should have, but doesn't happen much often. Let's talk about basketball. Specifically, the IBL, or Indonesian Basketball League, is approaching the playoff season, and several teams have already qualified for the round.
And of course, in this season, it's still very difficult to predict who will become the champion and winning the W because many teams are making very many surprises. So how are the responses, especially from the players who have the most championship records in the league itself? To know more about it, we got ADG Abraham, Damar Grahita, and Elgin Cook from definitely Satria Muda. Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for coming here.
Good morning.
We know that you have some training session, but it's okay.
It's
for being
okay.
Here early in the morning, right?
Well, thank you for being here. It's a pleasure to have you here, both of you especially. Welcome to you, Elgin Cook, to Indonesia. I know this is your first time in Asia.
Correct.
Too, right?
Yes, sir.
So welcome and
Thank
welcome
you.
to Indonesia.
And beginning onto the league, right?
And
There's no
beginning.
time to rest and whatnot. Playing on the game on the court. All right, you start, Ralph.
Oh, I'll start. Okay, first of all, welcome. And, I just want to say the biggest congratulations to Satria
very
Muda.
much.
You've been on a roll the past couple of games. You've
very
been,
much. Appreciate it.
What's your record, 9-0? Was it?
After the
After changes?
changes, coach? Okay.
After changes?
It's 9-0.
It's 9-0, right? So it's just amazing. A big transition. Okay, let's just jump into the question. What do you think about the teams that already advanced to the playoffs this season? A couple of teams have already clinched. What do you think?
Yeah. I know that we didn't start the season strongly. Like it's a kind of slow start for Satria Muda. Like we lost 7 times, but management did a great job about changing the coach, changing the imports. So I think we're in the good direction for now, and we're really confident about the playoffs.
Okay, Mr. Cook, how about you? Coming this far into the season, helping Satria Muda, what do you think?
It's been an amazing experience. It's a unique situation for me coming to a team this late into the season with such a big magnitude of games. But my team has been doing a great job of keeping me up to speed and just pushing me and getting like what we want. And it's been great so far.
Perfect. That's perfect.
And definitely, let's talk about the game that, people are still talking about, your last game with Prawira Harum Bandung. We know they're the reigning champion. We remember the last game that you had in Bandung. Abraham, you were saying that, we're going to see you back in Bandung. You're doing the Kyrie Irving, game 5, back in Boston. But how does it feel? And then that's the first time also Elgin Cook was a part of the game. How was your feeling and whatnot to, be a part of the league and see how the game is?
I'm not only excited, but I'm also grateful to be here. It's been an amazing experience so far. The atmosphere was exactly what I expected. The crowd was amazing. And it was a good game for us. I think we fought to the end and we came out with a W.
Yeah, so what did you know about Indonesian Basketball League before, prior you arriving here in the nation?
So I have a few friends that play here. They say they love it.
Okay.
When a lot of people come here, they stick around for a long time. But me personally, I didn't know much only because I was playing in Europe the entire time. But the league is growing, and I'm grateful to be here. And I'm excited to see what the rest of the season will.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course. Now, let's go way back to... Oh, you haven't commented on what happened.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Not
I was going to
yet.
cut you off. Sorry. You haven't commented on what happened in that game, Bandung.
Yeah.
I know you have a lot to say. Let's go.
It's always special to coming back to Bandung. I love Bandung. I've been there. It's part of my history to play in Bandung. And for me, it's always like a test for Satria Muda because we didn't start the season with good pace. And Bandung is the defending champion of the league. So being able to win against Bandung in Bandung, it's always a special and boost our confidence to the next levels.
You walk the talk. You got it. It ain't no game 5 tie. It's like you got it.
You have the momentum right now. So let's go all the way to the start of the season.
Is that big tamale question that you have, right?
People like to talk about history,
Okay.
The 2024 IBL season is a new experience for everyone. They have a change of
Systems also.
and the import players. You have 3 players in the court. 3 players in the team, 2 players in the court. You have home and away systems. And let's talk about the beginning of the season for Satria Muda. I just want to know, what happened from a player's perspective, and coming all the way through the end of season where you guys managed to, turn that back around. We just want to know what happened.
First thing first, I'm going to say that it's a different league right now. It's a very different league from this season and the past season, with the new rule of import, like different level of import at the salary cap, home and away. So Satria Muda is, I think, they changed the core of the team, a lot of new players, especially me, Carl, and etc. So it takes time to build the chemistry, with a new coach, things like that. But I think the management did a great job, by doing all the things that they can do to support us. Get Elgin Cook here, Alton Pustovi, Ronaldo Garcia, and bring back a Showbell. So I think that's key for us to improve, improve especially in defensive side, because in the start of the season, we didn't play really good defense.
Yep. Elgin, what do you know about Satria Muda before coming here? Did you know that Satria Muda is one of the biggest legacy teams, that has a lot of history, one of the legendary teams in Indonesia?
I knew a little bit, but I did a lot of exploring and a lot of just searching when they was interested in me. And I'm still learning. I'm looking forward to getting out in Jakarta and just roaming and seeing things and putting it together and learning.
Thank you for being truthful, sir, by the way. I love that.
Love that.
Yeah, stating the facts right there. But it's just imagine right now, again, you were mentioning, Ralphie, with, the home away system. Everything has just felt so different right now for the league itself. With the important players, what do you think has it made an impact on the local players? So let's start with you, Abraham.
Like import?
Yes.
So I think as a local player, you have to take as much advantage as you can from the imports, because the imports that coming to IBL is much higher level. You see guys from ACB, from the Euro League, from Japan, the highest division of Japan, all these goods imports literally give you more space to shot, more space for you to create, and the most important thing, more chance for you to learn from them, especially how to read the game, what skill to be used, and lots of things like that.
And you can see the local players right now, they're just more confident. As you've seen maybe a couple of years back when we've introduced, there are imported players where they felt like, they can be the one that kind of initiate and play the game, but now they have more time also on the court and then showing their skills and also talents. In regards to that though, Mr. Cook, what do you think thus far right now? You just joined Satria Muda, you're coming into the playoffs very fast. How do you gel with your teammates, and how do you keep the momentum also, on top notch right now coming into the playoffs?
I mean, we're practicing every day. So like he said, he's learning from the imports. I'm trying to learn as much as I can from them because I haven't played in this league. And just knowing that it's a different game, the players are different, the game style is different, the strategy is different. So I'm spending a lot of time with them. I'm talking to the coaches consistently. And we're ready to hit the practice court and just keep working and get better and learn each other.
Yeah, practice, okay? Because playoffs is coming, and in a little bit. How do you feel about that? Are you excited for the playoffs?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure? Mr. Cook?
Yeah, basketball is basketball. I'm excited. I'm excited.
So are there any special preparations, for the playoffs? I know you've been practicing hard, but any rituals or anything that you're doing ahead of the playoffs?
Yep, as always, we didn't start strong, but it's always how you finish. So I guess that we need to improve from the inside of the team. We gotta improve, make every game as a chance to improve, opportunity to improve. We don't think about the opponent, but start from ourselves.
Start from the inside,
And let's just be fair and square right now. We know that the playoffs is coming, and we know it's Pelita Jaya, Dewa United. I mean, those are the two names that's going to be the big rivalry for you, especially for Satria Muda. Is there any special strategies and maybe, a little trash talk and some heating up inside, talking, okay, let's do this, guys, let's do this, or whatnot? How do you guys going to prepare them, especially during the playoffs? Not mentioning also the other teams that is advancing to playoffs.
For this season, it's a new different league, so I don't think like we can think like, okay, we just want to play Pelita Jaya or Dewa. Like every team in this playoff situation is like a difficult one for us. It's gonna be an interesting matchup for everybody, and so I think it's much better for us to think about to fix what we need to fix from our team, especially like maybe plan more with the imports and playing better defense.
So you have 2 more games left in the season,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken, and it's namely against Dewa United and Pelita Jaya. Any preparations for that, or are you focusing for just the playoffs, or these 2 games are really important for you as well?
Yeah, I think it's a kind of task for us. Like we didn't really play a big game since we lost a lot, and so I think like this is where we can see where we at right now. Can we survive? Can we win the championship? So we need to doing good in this last 2 games.
But that's what happens though with a big team. You know, people have a lot of expectations. You know, so when you don't start good, you start questioning. But it's only basketball.
Yep.
It's only basketball.
Yes, there's the win and lose, right?
Yes, that's
But
the
at
win
the
and
end of the day, the league itself has done monumental, especially for basketball right here in our country, especially Satria Muda is very pivotal for youth development. Now, with that question, Abraham and also Ms. Elgin, I want to ask, you know, what will you see this in basketball and also Satria Muda playing a big role for the youth development, especially for the sports of basketball? I mean, you see a lot of these young kids coming to your games. They've been very loyally, you know, seeing you guys as role model. Elgin, you're going to feel it how, you know, these kids are just going to shout your names. They want to play like you. They want to be like you. And what is going to, and how are you going to put yourself and impact the industry of basketball and also for this youth of Indonesia?
For one, it's just very inspiring. It's very inspiring when kids look up to you, when you can see fans that want you to do well.
Yeah.
So just try to give back as much, and as long as they work hard and practice, they can be whatever they want to be. So it's an amazing world out here, and hopefully everybody just stay consistent and know that with work and time, anything is possible.
Yeah. What about you, Abraham? I mean, you've seen how the growth is.
Yeah.
Right? You know, Satria Muda.
He was there. I mean,
Yes.
he lived it.
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
I lived it. Yeah. It's always bigger than basketball for me. Like it's always bigger than just in the court. Like I live there. I watch some kind of legendary players like Lolik when I was growing up. So being able to be here in the professional, in the higher stage, that means that you have like a responsibility to giving back to the community, like leading by example to the kids, like how you play, how you're approaching the game, how you work. So when the kids look at you, they see a good role model, and I really hope that I'm able give inspiration for the kids, like for the future. Right?
Because you lived through it. I mean, you were there. You were doing the hard part. You were doing the dirty work. You were doing all kind of things to get here.
Yes.
You played abroad and you come back. You're in the national team. It's a lot for Abraham, man.
Definitely. And when we see that, you know, we ask now that Indonesian Basketball League has improved, but what do you think that is still challenging? I mean, from the both of you. I mean, you've been throughout parts of the world also, sir. I mean, how can this league also grow to the future? Because as we know, Indonesia here, basketball is not the #1 sport. I gotta, you know, be transparent. So how can we be there head-to-head, let's say with football, they call football right here, soccer, football, you know, to be in the same kind of pedestal with other sports, like badminton also, maybe soccer. Maybe you can go first, Abraham.
Okay, I think basketball, since we got I think like FIBA Asia and the World Cup here in Indonesia, I think basketball raising its awareness, but I think we need to develop more, especially on the player development. Like you got the awareness, but your national team gotta be compete too in the higher level. So I think especially in the player development, we can do much better to develop the young players to be able compete in the higher level. Maybe playing abroad, playing in the US, playing D1. Things like that.
And definitely it's a different culture than the Philippines, right? I mean, the Philippines is just like the United States. Like every corner you will see, you know, a basketball court and people are just playing whatnot. I mean, that is somewhat that we have to kind of be inspired to and kind of implement that culture too. What about you, Elgin?
So obviously, I think basketball development starts with the youth, and The first thing I noticed when I came here was the big social media following and how many people are actually involved in basketball.
You did your research.
A little bit, but yeah, no. As long as, again, if kids work hard and is more exposure for them, I think the better they'll do. And they just got to know with life and basketball, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. So consistency goes a long way.
Yeah.
Consistency is key. You're taking notes for your voice. I know that.
I know. Yes, I am. Like this mama is like
Yeah.
asking a lot of
Taking
questions
notes for
further.
your voice.
Thank you for being aware of that.
You know, we have a couple of minutes left. Let's talk about the upcoming playoffs again. And I want to talk to Elgin first. Coming to the playoffs here, I mean, what is the biggest difference, I want to know, that you felt when you're playing abroad and in Indonesia?
I like actually how relaxed it is here. It's more so of a family atmosphere. It's not a lot of pressure. As the ACB, it's like if you're not winning, it's not good. It's not good. So the first thing was how welcoming the team was to me, and I never had so much fun in practice and on the basketball court. So it's been a good time.
Been a good time?
Well, we do have diehard fans, by the way. We're the one that's
We do have
they're the one that's going to
We're
come
winning.
in.
He's coming when we're winning.
Yeah, this is why all smiles. Okay, so any more from Satria Muda? I mean, what can the fans expect when they come to see you play on your the rest of the 2 games that you have and the starting of the playoffs?
Especially in the start of the season, many people say that we don't play like Satria Muda. So
How do you respond to that, by the way? It's your first time Satria Muda too. I mean,
I know, right?
Yeah,
I know,
I mean,
right?
you were new
so,
there.
So I don't even know how Satria Muda looks.
it's new for him too. It's a brand new team.
So maybe like more stick together, like talking a lot to the seniors, like talking a lot to Yobel, talking a lot to Arki, like what suppose we do, like what can we do better. So I think like from now on and in the playoffs, like maybe most people can expect to see how Satria Muda really plays.
is.
Yeah.
Okay. Say to the camera, it's not about you said in the green room.
It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
Yeah.
Let's go. Put it on Instagram. Put it to the whole world. All right. I think that's about it. Any more from you, Bilham? Mr. Cook?
Oh, good.
We're good?
Yeah.
All
They're
right.
ready, man.
They're
They're ready. for the
ready.
playoffs.
Okay.
Going to the final.
Good luck for that. Good luck for the playoffs, and good luck for the rest of the 2 games in the regular season.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much,
so much.
everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here. They're going to go to practice very soon.
Yes.
Not
So
take
we're
their
gonna wrap it up.
concentration out, Rafi.
So we're going to wrap it up here. We are set for a short break, but when we return, we have some entertainment news to wrap up the show just for you here on the C Morning Show on C Today.